Now listen to our discord with complete enthusiasm. We want to mimic a casual conversation environment with the two of you, you being our star pupil, as was termed before. We are honored to have you in this gathering, but not that we didn't know it was going to happen. You truly have come to the equation and occasion of participating in a deeply spiritual, energetic connection with you and yours. You took the bait, hook, line, and sinker. You were the fish in the pond that we cast the chum in the water to, and you dined properly on it. We are proud of you and wish to accommodate you many positive greetings and thoughts, just to embellish you a little bit. Don't let it go to your head, but you have done a magnificent job of not manipulating the energy, but simply engaging and intertwining and taking full advantage of the opportunity. It doesn't get any better than that, if we may be trite in that expression.
Yes, thank you.
You have many more. We don't know whether to use the word opportunities or events to participate in with glee and positive connection. Look forward to the future with your daughters and your family. Blend well. There will be a coming to Jesus of sorts, in a positive sense, where you will unite even further with all of them.
Ooh.
Be that as it may.
That sounds exciting.
We appreciate your glow when you anticipate such events. To acknowledge you seems underestimating on our perspective. We would give you a physical hug if we were physical. So take our energetic hug as a consolidation of our gratitude toward your results and ability to process our gift to you.
Thank you. I do. I receive, and I'm so honored that you chose me to use as chum.
We saw you as the likely opportunity. And now we need to address our camera angel, who we wish to adulate as well. She has uplifting energy and intention and is so willing to be part of this project. We would also hug her as well if we were able to do that. So in your dreams, know that we are embracing you with gratitude and positive thoughts for you and yours. Having said that, we know you have created some thoughts and messages you wish to explore. And this is a great opportunity for us to expand our abilities too. So feel free to choose as you will. And let's see where the universe takes us.
Fabulous. I thought, since I do get the opportunity to meet with your vessel here on so many occasions, I would not focus on me. I want to focus on the collective, humanity. So my first question would be, what should humanity remember about the relationship to Earth, Spirit, and to one another?
Humanity is an interesting term. It encompasses so many levels of awareness, or lack of. to put oneself at the top of the heap and say they are the one that have the answers and are looking down on humanity in the different stratas that exist and say, you should do this and this and this. Anyone at a given point in the realm of the collective of humanity is working on a singular frequency embedded in a layer of frequencies that exists in a strata of frequencies stacked on top of each other. Each singular energetic creation is functioning at a level that they have evolved to. Much like the athlete in training. The athlete that tries to jump hurdles doesn't try the highest one at first, but works up to it and gradually increases the height of the obstacles he is trying to leap over. Much like individuals as yourselves and this one and the camera person and she are all intertwined in their next step. The thing that humanity has to remember in a grand scale of things, if we may address that, is do the best you know how to do in a given moment of time, whatever that is. If the best you know how to do is get angry at someone and dispel your irritation, if that's the best you can do, then that's what you need to do. There is no wrong action. There is no wrong consequence, because each action generates a consequence that is going to alter the reality and or experience of the person intertwined in those two actions. The growth process, hence the growth process. So to address your question as to what should humanity concern themselves with the most is, there is no way to mess this up. There's simply a next step. There's simply a next observation. If you're of the mindset that's willing to take the next step and observe the next mindset and the next feeling and the next vibration and the next encounter and the next consequence with open arms. The open arms part is the tricky aspect of the whole equation. Mm-hmm. Because in the realm of discord, when one is agitated with another source, another energy, another possible situation, the first instinct is to retract, bundle up, lock away, and find fault with the other energies. Find fault with yourself first. Find the way to do it better next time, or differently, so that the outcome is different and more, shall we say, elevated. We know that's a broad spectrum that we have presented, but that is as narrow as we could accurately give you, other than the statement is, there's no way to mess this up. That's the capsulated verdict that we could positively display for you. This one likes to think of phrases for bumper stickers. That is our bumper sticker to you.
That's amazing in so much depth in that I had to take notes. So let's move on to the next question and see where Gabe takes us. So what is the misunderstanding that we have about power, love, or consciousness that most needs healing?
Power, love, consciousness. Power is almost a conflictive term reference to the other two. Those who truly have achieved a level of love and consciousness don't need to concern themselves with power. Power drops off as one inches up, shall we say, the ladder of elevation and awareness. Power is a lower frequency, especially the need to attain it. Power is a desire by those that feel they are lacking in some capacity. To gain power is to embellish one's soul, energy, or feeling about themselves. As one evolves, that becomes less important. What becomes more important is the observation of reaching to others, leading others in a positive path, elevating others in their thinking, presenting oneself as an example to others who are still looking to learn and expand. The process of power is something that actually depletes as one becomes more wise. It becomes less needed. It's not the fix anymore. The fix becomes the feeling one arrives to when they are gentle with themselves and let others be who they are, and yet still willing to address them in a positive sense. You become the cheerleader rather than the one needing to be led or enhanced verbally to achieve results. Being the one that is doling out the positive affirmations of, you've got this, you can do this, you know what to do, you're smart, you can figure it out. As you watch them stumble and bumble down the trail, you lend the gentle hand of guidance and compassion and encouragement that lets power fall completely away. And once it's a level of understanding that one can't be told how it's going to be until that person arrives at that level. The enhancement is not able to be described verbally. Simply put, it's exhilarating when you realize you've reached that level and you by surprise look around one day and you go, wow, I didn't know I was here. It's when you realize you are there, in a sense. Not that you're completely done, but you see where you've come from and where you now are. That is the reward.
Thank you. I love that. That was amazing. So what message would you give us to move toward the growth out of needing power and more into peace, awareness, and balance?
Peace, awareness, and balance. Introspection. Introspection is a key word that many wish to not engage in, because considering the word introspection requires taking responsibility for your own actions. Introspection causes you to analyze your past, which might be uncomfortable or painful. Introspection is a gift to those who have evolved to be wise enough to want more and have the courage to keep the introspection in process and looking for the nuggets that they missed on the first round. The bumper sticker, if we may give you another one, is to look inside and know who you are. If you don't know who you are, you can't help anyone else. So the short version is, who are you? How many times a day can you ask yourself that and listen for the message? Because you know who you are, and part of you knows where you want to go. And the realization, or if we may use you as an example, the excited anticipation to go there is what someone needs to be aware of first. So in your case, it's highly visible that you have that energy. So when you have to encourage others or help them down the path, teach them the first question, who are you? Teach them to listen, and teach them to be willing to go in and hear the answers to their questions.
Huh. All right. So would you say, oh, I'm sorry, were you done?
We were thinking of another bumper sticker for you. We want you to put an exclamation point at the back of that. Who are you?
Okay, thank you. So would you say introspection is what we're being asked to awaken to right now, or something else?
The first thing to awaken to is the fact that introspection is the second step in the process. Mm-hmm. The first step in the process is realizing you've made an oops or have participated in an event that didn't go the way you thought it was going to go. The question being, okay, I wanted this, but I got that. What's the message?
Gotcha.
Once you have that awareness, then the introspection can take place.
I love it. So much good stuff. How about what would healing actually require from us on an individual level? So I guess to begin, what does it look like for us prior to us realizing we made a mistake?
Healing can be in terms of a cut on your arm and the body repairing that. Healing can be an emotional awareness of an event that has been past forgotten, that comes to light and reignites a fear or a harm in your mind, even though it has happened in the previous. It takes you back to a moment of recognition when you were afraid, or you were misconstrued physically, or you were abashed in some way, verbally or physically, and you're reliving that moment. Healing is conjuring up those moments and deleting them and neutralizing them, looking at them with different perspectives. Healing can be a regret with another event, say with another, where discord took place, and there's awareness in your actions that might not have been, that could have been more suitable. So when you talk about healing in general, you're dealing with introspection again, in the sense that what caused this? How can I prevent it from happening again? And what's the best way to fix this? Heartfelt response to those you have been in discord with is the Band-Aid in that case. Recognizing and collecting your inner child that was wounded, giving them an etheric hug and telling them it's going to be all right is a Band-Aid for that situation. Walking to another that you may have had discord with and simply apologizing and expressing regret is the Band-Aid for that one. Each of those actions helps the heart energy heal and express itself in a different way in future events. The little one inside that was scared in the night when she was shivering in the dark bedroom is the first one to attend to. She's the one that is relishing the hug and the recognition and the atta girl, and you did fine and nothing's wrong and this is going to be okay. Those are the words she wants to hear. Those words in your mind, comforting her, console the big girl too.
Ooh, you're touching a tender spot there.
We're sneaking in on you.
Yes, I can feel it. Oh my goodness. Let's stay in the heart space, because I'm very much proponent of compassion in as many things as possible. And I don't want to say all things because that's sort of an oxy, I think, moron to say all things and always, right? So my question is what role does compassion play in the next phase of our evolution?
Compassion, and you're in the middle of this, is being the teacher on the playground, attending to her students in a safe environment, allowing them to play on any apparatus that is at their disposal. Lack of compassion would be commanding them to, you have to play on this, you have to play on this, and you can only play on that. That is control. Compassion is having the courage to allow them to take their own actions in this given environment where they're relatively being observed and cared for, and allowing them to bruise, skin knees, slide down the hot slide, burn themselves on a sun-warmed piece of metal, and not take it to heart. They have learned from those experiences. Let us elevate it further. Compassion is allowing someone you're close to, even though you see them taking a wrong turn, letting them engage in the discord would be incorrect, in the experience that you feel is going to alter their reality as they might perceive it. Mm-hmm. Short of physical danger, where they would be mortally harmed, people choose to engage in activities that look good at the time, and yet as they participate further into the process of the interaction, things take a turn. That's where the learning begins. You see the turn coming, they don't, because you've been down the road ahead of them. However, compassion is standing back and letting them take the wrong turn that you perceive, and letting them experience what it is they chose to be part of. That's the tough part. That's the tough part for the mother. That's the tough part for the caring heart, the compassionate being, the compassionate soul. We do it all the time. We say, oh, there they go again. And we don't block the road. We let you do what you feel is right in that moment. Falling back on the phrase, if you knew what to do differently at that time, you would. This one especially has made more than one wrong turn. We've bailed him out on several occasions. But for the most part, it was mortal danger events that would have happened had we allowed him to pursue the course he thought he was on correctly. It was simply a mother grabbing their child on the windowsill before they fall out the window. Then nobody wins. So we, on more than one occasion, have sneaked up on this one and pulled him off the windowsill where he didn't realize he was in danger, to further his process, as has been done with you.
Yes, I can relate.
We want to emphasize the gift in that. We want to emphasize the gift for you in knowing that that has happened to you. If you write those moments off as grand God connection, savings, spirit guide benefit, and say, oh, that was interesting, and they have no correlation between the value of the connection that they've got, that they just watched waft away without realizing it. You have the awareness to recognize those events. That's a miraculous way to be able to live. It's a freeing energy. It's a freeing experience. I want to go to the party all the time feeling, knowing that you have that connection. So we know you've got it. We're just helping you remember to the depth that you do have it.
Thank you. It means more to me than you. Well, it means so much to me. Thank you, because you already know.
We do, and we are heartfelt that when we say you are our favorite student, we are not trying to be cute or predatory in any sense. We are wishing to express that as a grand, heartfelt connection, and are honored to show you any new tricks we can think of. You are the first on the list.
Thank you. Back to the questions, because I have some younger generations in my life, how or are the younger generations bringing in a different consciousness or purpose at this time? I feel like they are, and I'd just like to hear like what your thoughts are on that.
This one is an example of the life he has led. His parents were not educated, schooled, or concerned about the level of connection he is now aware of. His parents were doing what they had been taught generationally to that point in existence. They gave him all the tools they knew how to give, and yet he came in with some sensitivity that they were not aware of. Why he had it, no one knew. But there were those who saw it, but no one knew what to do with it. This one has evolved, as you two have done, in their own way through comings of events, being steered and listening to the tapped-in guidance that you are now more aware of than you were when you were younger. Life took you where you needed to be taken. Our point is, the generation prior to this one knew what they knew to do. This one's generation is doing what they know to do, and the new generation is coming in with, let's talk, suggesting that it's a memory bank tucked in the back of their being that hasn't been activated and is slowly being tapped into by the keys on the keyboard. The keys on the keyboard being life and events and exposure to subjects such as we are engaging tonight. They come in with the plan of being participants that previous generations didn't have the inkling for. You spoke earlier of your daughter and the awareness you are finding she has conversationally. That came in programmed. She's now activating the circuits that are releasing the information in the memory banks that were stored in her being as she arrived on the planet. She's tapped in and will continue to. Your bond with this one will be immensely more than you can conceive of, almost like sisters in crime, and we mean that in a positive sense. We jokingly we think of the witches over the cauldron stirring the brew and naming the hexes and the secret words to make events happen. You two will symbolically deal with that in a loving sense and a positive sense. We wish you fun with that, but we wish to give you that picture as a connection, kindred souls, we would suggest. And the two of you had to ride the road you had, but that road brought you where you are. And it's magnificent, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. I have fun with it every day.
So we're going to buy you both 2 big black hats with points on them for your next Halloween event.
This is amazing. I'll be ready.
And the book of spells. Where to get the book of spells.
That's amazing. So to kind of finish off with the collective people, how can what advice can we give them to stay grounded and spiritually connected amidst all the chaos and the division in the world right now?
You can't give people advice they aren't ready for. Your best approach to wielding words of wisdom are in gatherings such as this, the one-on-ones, the classes you attend, your new social media position, and expressing thoughts of heart. Unknown to you, this one is given adequate thoughts to deal with the individual sitting in front of him at any given time, to include you. The conversation about your eyesight and the positivity of thinking things as an outcome in terms of a question were our way of getting that message to you through him. The trick is to be tapped in so that at any point in time, anyone near you hears the words that seemingly arrive unanimously or anonymously in your mind. Feel free and comfortable just expressing those thoughts. Express casual ideas to people that, I don't know where that came from, but I'm getting this thing about you. Those are the ways to express ideas to those who may be lackluster in the approach. Otherwise, it's formal classes. Otherwise, it's formal presentations. When you put yourself on your social media, not all will be interested, but those who need to hear the message will. And we mentioned the different stratas and the levels that exist. There are so many interacting energies, you can't get them all. So get the ones that you're in tune to and be comfortable being who you are. Let's go back to the bumper sticker. Who are you? You spoke of people arriving in your life and wishing to have readings and connections with you in a new sense that you're not used to. Mm-hmm. But you also use the word going with the flow. Aha, you have it. This will engage you in new comings of people knocking on your door. Embrace it, celebrate it, and stand back and be ready.
Okay. That's I'm gonna work on that.
We want you to go to find an old phone booth. If you remember, this one does, the Superman story, where he jumps in the phone booth and changes his clothes and instantly becomes Superman?
Yes.
Okay. You don't have to put your Superman cape on, but you can put on your black hat and, and then jump out of the booth and talk to whoever comes by. Your hat will attract attention.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, thank you. I saw that in a whole new light. That is...
We want to express one thing that you would do well with.
Okay.
Embrace the concept, and it's not that you aren't doing this, but we want to acknowledge it and enhance it. Be of the mind. Let us back up. If you were to go camping on a campsite in a given area where many people had been before, the probability is that the campsite is not in immaculate condition. So you choose to stop in this campsite, put your sleeping bags out, and get ready for the evening and star watching. But as you pack up at the end of your camping, the mindset would be to clean up other people's debris that was left before you arrived. Leave the campsite cleaner than you found it, even though you were there to participate in a given encounter. We want you to look at every person you run into as the campsite that you have arrived at, that has been pummeled and torn and manipulated by all who have come before you. Offer a kind word, offer a kind gesture, offer a polite look or a smile, and leave the campsite cleaner than when you found it. With that energy and that awareness, you can do no wrong.
Wow, that is quite the, I love that. Thank you.
There's probably a bumper sticker in there too. Leave the campsite cleaner than you found it.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I was gonna ask a personal question, and I'll still ask, but I feel like the campsite one is probably the answer. But well, first of all, Can you tell me how many lives I've lived?
You're going to be disappointed because this is all the further you've come. We're looking through the records.
Okay.
Interesting. Not as many as you would think you have under your belt. Let us give you the number 660.
Really? Wow. That
And-
isn't as many.
However, we wish to also let you know that you haven't been wasting your time. You've jumped in the game every encounter with super intentions to achieve, to benefit, to elevate, to get this party popping. You have learned more in fewer encounters than some who engage in twice that. You are ready for action. You are shall we say, wide-eyed and wondered, standing at the gates of the amusement park, being so excited that you couldn't get through the gates fast enough to jump on the rides. Another reason, or another example of who you are and why you are so receptive to the processes. Many are given the opportunities to perfect processes, to engage, and yet out of lack of concern, care, or just not knowing, didn't take advantage of the buffet laid before them. You chose to go in and sample every dish on the counter, and you've done that repeatedly. You have been a matriarch more than once. You have stood tall and firm in many encounters. You have had many amounts of feminine energy that project and draw others, and yet you haven't let it go to your head or predominate others. You've always had a nature of, you found the sweet spot of what compassion feels like and the embracing of other souls, and unbeknownst to you, you've left the campsite clean many times.
Thank you. Wow, that's amazing.
We see your light. We see your stars. We see your...
I'm so very grateful. These days is
You are our poster child.
I can feel the energy in my chest so hard, and words are getting away from me. But thank you.
That's our job. That way we know we've done things the right way. And we say that just to inspire you. You are in no way needing to doubt yourself and your abilities, but maintain the gratitude you carry and maintain the wide-eyed wonder, for lack of better words. We see you at the gates of the amusement park with just excitement and jittery energy and anticipation and, oh, I can't wait to get in there and do this. But you do that every day. No better example can be displayed. We liked your new shoes last night.
Thank you. You guys are lighting me up right now. Is there I've run out of questions, so is there anything else that I need to know?
Your bottle's full, my dear. You need a lot. You have a lot to digest. You're the epitome of everything going right for you now. Understand, however, you're human in human form, and there will be blissful moments that will become unblissful, but know that the next blissful moment is on the way. You have nothing to deter from. You choose your path carefully. You choose your options with wisdom, and you think about what your next move is. What you don't realize is life has brought you to this. Your relationships of past knocked you for a loop. Those loops cleared your mind, it cleared your way, it taught you lessons to consider as future reference points. All meaningful, all chosen, all delightfully beneficial. And look at you, here you are, smiling, beaming, and ready to keep on going. It doesn't get any better than that. Bless those who have harmed you in the past.
Yes.
They're one of your campsites. Thank them for dragging you through the mud as they did, because without them you wouldn't know what you know. You would not have found the doors to be open that you now are part of. It's all blissful, educational rabble. That's very valuable.
Absolutely.
So when those mystery texts come through from the ones of past, thank them. Text back, thank you. You made me who I am.
Thank you. Thank
Who's
you.
the dog in your life?
She's still alive, Carly.
Very sweet little animal.
Mm-hmm. She is. Oh, I just got the chills. She is, and I also bring her. I do the same with her that I do with my kids, because I feel like she's been kind of tossed around.
Look into her eyes. She will look directly back, and you will feel the heart connection. She worships the ground you walk on, but that's her job. We are not making light of that. It is a very positive, energetic connection for both of you in terms of health, in terms of alignment, in terms of, what shall we say, refueling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's super sweet. She's getting old.
She is. Bless her, thank her for all her energetic excitement to see you when you get home.
Yes, I will. Well, that is the end of my questions. Is there anything you have left to say for the people watching?
For those who are on your level and for those who are not, we can't think of anything more profound than to remind people two things. Think about who you are and ask yourself that question a lot, and clean up the campsite better than you found it. That would be as capsulated as we can come up with for the meaningful terms and energies that we wish to have portrayed in this encounter. Those who hear those words will know what to do with them. Extend yourself to all, even if they step on your toes. Step back, be gentle with them in your mind, and know that they are doing the best they know how to do. And next time they will do better, as will you and yours. We wish to bless you all. We are the Gabriel Collective and are fully thrilled and excited and thankful to have been part of this encounter. Until we meet again.
Thank you so much.